Wow, so I only just now learned about this massive stalking and harassment case that eBay just lost and got biblically spanked on. Now they have to settle to the tune of about $56 million to the victims, an elderly couple, and also some of that going to charity. I can't believe this is real. So, it all stems from this couple having a newsletter where they were occasionally pretty harsh on eBay. They weren't the biggest fans. They'd say, boo, eBay, stinky, that kind of thing. And eBay was so offended, so upset, that some of the higher ups at eBay, 7 to be exact, made it a personal mission to terrorize this couple through a coordinated effort of stalking and harassment, sending them really weird things about surviving the death of a spouse, like these veiled threats, as well as even trying to ship a pig fetus to them. And they even had plans in motion to go to their house physically and plant GPS tracking devices on their vehicles to follow them at all times. Again, all of this just stemming from them criticizing eBay occasionally on their site. And now these fucking psychopaths are going insano style, scorched earth, trying to terrorize them. I wouldn't be surprised if they also had plans like blueprints to, unleash the T-virus in their household to punish them for daring besmirch the good name of eBay.
This morning, eBay has agreed to pay nearly $56 million to a Massachusetts couple after several former eBay employees targeted and harassed them with bizarre and gruesome deliveries.
So much anguish, so much conflict.
This bloody pig Halloween mask was just one of the items that Ina and David Steiner received at their home, along with a funeral wreath and live cockroaches and spiders.
We don't think that anybody should be stalked and harassed.
Yeah, you know what? I can get behind that take right there. I'll pump my fist to that. I agree. This is fucking unhinged. I cannot believe they even saw their site where there was even criticism on eBay. They must have went out of their way to find that and then started steaming and plotting this. And this wasn't a long time ago. It's 7 years that they've been in this case, battling this. This happened back starting in 2019. eBay was a multi-billion-dollar company then, and it is now. And somehow these former employees now saw this and just went hog wild, ballistic about it. Are you telling me that's some companies normally see these kind of things? Is there a chance if I leave a negative review on Kellogg's cereal that they're gonna sink the Pinkertons on me, they're gonna come case my house or some shit for it? It's just so weird. I really cannot believe how far they went, all just because they were criticizing eBay in their newsletter.
Because they are speaking out online.
The Steiners run an online newsletter that was often critical of eBay. Back in 2020, 7 eBay employees were charged with harassment, including an alleged plan to hide a GPS tracker on the Steiners' car. Most of the defendants pleaded guilty. Some were sentenced to prison.
It was difficult and it was painful.
It's actually kind of refreshing to see just how hard they went on these eBay ghouls that orchestrated this stalking and harassment campaign. They brought out the giant fist here. So this was from 2024 when the final one got their sentencing, Brian Gilbert. So he got time served and 1 year supervised released. But Jim God, this fucking worm was formerly the senior director of safety and security. He received a 57-month prison sentence. So he's going to spend roughly 5 years in jail for this. And the slammer, their senior safety and security guy, by the way, happens to be one of the most dangerous members of this group here, the fucking goof troop here. Every villain is Lemons. So he got the longest sentence by far. But others also received prison time as well, such as David Harville, former director of Global Resiliency. I guess he wasn't very resilient himself. He couldn't handle some less than savory words about the company he works at. That guy couldn't fucking rebound from that. Instead, he just devolved into goblin mode here and will be served 24 months in prison. Stephanie Pop, former senior manager of global intelligence, more like lack of intelligence for this fucking garbage, 12 months in prison. Philip Cook, former senior manager of security operations, 18 months in prison and 12 months of home confinement. Stephanie Stockwell, former manager of global intelligence. Man, the global intelligence squad here didn't bring their best. eBay was definitely lacking in that department there. They had the fucking single-digit IQ squad showing up for work there. They got 2 members. Was sentenced to 1 year home confinement, and Veronica Zaya, a contract intelligence analyst, sentenced to 1 year home confinement. These are pretty high up positions at the company, so it's not just like random nobodies that did this. These were people in positions of power within this organization, which is why it's become such a big deal, I imagine, because it's not like you just had some loose cannon go rogue. You had a coordinated effort from like top level people in their departments, and no doubt they were also recruiting others within the company to help do their dirty work. I don't think it was just them. I imagine they also had some other grunts running the small stuff to continue stalking and harassing the Steiners. It's craziness.
eBay condemned the harassment and apologized, saying it was wrong, reprehensible, and should never have happened. The company adding it's now strengthened its policies, procedures, controls, and training consistent with the company's ongoing commitment to uphold high standards of conduct and ethics.
It has changed who we are, but I think that we'll see more normal days ahead.
So eBay squeaked out an apology here for all of this happening, talking about how reprehensible it was, which it is, no doubt, and then like the improved training that the employees are going to go through here, like some Men in Black type shit. I mean, I don't think training would have stopped this. Like, it's not like they didn't know they couldn't do this. Like, these are serious crimes. I mean, I guess you can make a strong mention of that during boot camp at eBay, where you're like, the number one thing you can't do is stalk and harass. All right, don't do it. Like, I guess you could do that, but it also just doesn't need to be said. It's not like they thought that they were in the clear as though this was like a completely normal thing to be doing. Obviously, they knew that. They just didn't care. For some reason, they just hated this couple for them talking about eBay in a less than kind manner. So decided to just throw caution to the wind, go off book here, and just break bad. Which is some top tier cuckery here. To go this hard for a company that you don't even own, you just work at, that you're willing to put your freedom on the line to defend the honor of, is I can't even fathom that thought process, because I bet everyone here in this group, this syndicate, the eBay Illuminati here, I bet every single one of them wouldn't care this much if it was their spouse being insulted. Like, I bet if you had walked up and spit on their spouse, they wouldn't have cared this much to go this hard against you. But for some reason, for the corporation that they're at, they decided that they were willing to risk it all just to punish someone for speaking negatively about eBay. Fucking weird. So weird to me. So here's the settlement in its totality. It's a $46.1 million payment from eBay, $2 million from Weenie, $500K from eBay's former senior vice president of operations, and $50K from eBay's former chief communications officer. The company and Weenie also agreed to donate to various nonprofits. So the Steiners are getting a pretty penny from this, as they should. I think they are more than entitled to this kind of settlement from a corporation like eBay for the shit that they went through. And now, you're probably asking yourself, who is Weenie? Well, Weenie happens to be the former CEO, Devin Weenie. Communications revealed in a 2024 criminal complaint brought by federal prosecutors showed senior eBay executives exchanging messages about Ina Steiner, including one from Devin himself, the big wiener, saying to take her down. So it looked like he was even aware of this and didn't just turn a blind eye, even seemingly encouraged it. So he ended up getting on the hook here. He didn't face like a direct lawsuit per se, but he was ordered to also pay out from this settlement. But according to him, with his statement to the Boston Globe, the harassment was deliberately done in secret without his knowledge, which is odd because in that 2024 complaint, he apparently was referencing Steiner with other executives saying, take her down. Doesn't seem like it was really done in secret without your knowledge. It seems like you were aware of it and kind of even on board with it, is the impression I get from that statement. That's a little peculiar. I don't think you were being totally honest there, Mr. Weenie. But he maintains that take her down isn't what you think it is. According to evidence from prosecutors, Winnie told his... Winnie's kind of cool, too. I'm just never going to get this guy's name right. Fuck him. It's not even worth it. Told his communications chief to take her down, which he continues to assert referred to a common PR takedown, while the comms executive told eBay former security team lead to do whatever it takes to silence her. Very messy, very sloppy stuff going on here at eBay. Like, again, this is a pair of journalists here, a couple, that are being targeted by, like, high-ranking members of eBay, like, on a personal level, to the point where they were actually going to go put a GPS tracking device on their vehicles just because they spoke negatively about eBay online. That's fucking unhinged, man. That's terrifying. Anyway, I'm happy that the Steiners will be getting a huge payday from this, or at least seemingly will be getting a huge payday from this. They absolutely deserve it for the shit they went through here. I still just can't believe this is real. I am actually still stunned. So, yeah, I had to yap about it. That's really about it. See ya.